The engine bay in my E90 BMW is super dirty, and in this video I'm going to do a Chris Fix style super clean using simple off-the-shelf products. So let's get started. These are the products that I plan to use. I got some microfiber towels, these brushes to agitate all the dirt, some longer ones to kind of get down into some tougher spots. And I'm going to mainly use this Zepp Industrial Purple Degreaser. I got this at Home Depot. I do have some soapy water just in case. I don't think I'm going to need it. And I bought this Ultimate Black plastic trim restorer. I also have my shop vac handy to vacuum up all the loose dirt. So Chris's method is to first do a dry clean before you do a wet clean. And that actually makes a lot of sense, because if you don't sort of brush all of the dirt with a stiff bristled brush and get it loose and vacuumed up like I'm doing here, then if you just spray the liquid cleaner on, you're kind of just going to make dirt paste, and then that's going to be, you know, a lot more work to wipe up. So it really does help to just sort of agitate everything with the brush, just kind of hit every spot with it, and you know, just loosen everything up. You can see there's like, you know, clouds of dust just kind of flicking off as I do this. So, and it really doesn't take very long at all. You just kind of go over it and you're just kind of done before you know it. I'm gonna use this next. Typically, I would just use my garden hose or my pressure washer to do a cleaning like this. I would just go right to that and not do a dry clean first, but that's not always the most efficient way. And also you could actually cause a lot of damage, or not a lot, but some damage to some of the components in the engine bay. You know, there are wiring harnesses that have sort of corrugated plastic sleeves, and those deteriorate over time, and the pressure washer will just wash those right away and kind of, you know, just get rid of everything like that. So this is definitely a much gentler clean, and it's really not hard to do. You just spray on the degreaser and just, you know, wipe it with the same stiff bristled brush, agitate the dirt around, and you just kind of wipe the dirt off with these microfiber towels. It's actually really easy. And you know, you just use some of those long brushes to kind of get down in the spots that you can't normally get to with the other brush. And yeah, I was surprised at how quickly this actually goes. It's over before you know it. Well, that took all of 10 minutes and it was not hard at all. And if you're going to something like a car meet, all you have to do at this point is use some black trim restorer, wipe that on the visible pieces of plastic you see, and you'll be good to go. But I'm gonna go a little bit further than this. I'm gonna remove the cowl and kind of clean up the parts that are not visible right now, as well as the engine cover. I'm gonna clean the back of that, and the intake pieces. I'm gonna remove those as well and clean everything underneath. The cowl loves to collect dirt. Remember, this is where the cabin air filter is that filters the air that you breathe inside of the car. So yeah, it's definitely good to keep this clean, because it'll allow your cabin air filter to remain cleaner for longer as well. So far, I've really just been cleaning the surface dust and dirt on the engine. If everything I had cleaned so far had been covered with oil before it got dirty, there's no way I would have been done cleaning after just 10 minutes. It would have taken a bit more work to get things clean. So now I'm going to remove the engine cover, followed by the air snorkel. And then I'm going to loosen the clamps on the air filter box, remove the vacuum line, pop off the air filter box, and then remember to reconnect the vacuum line. It doesn't hurt to cover the inlets with some gloves to prevent anything from falling in, but it was probably unnecessary in this case. Again, I'm just cleaning surface dust off the intake manifold here. I could go crazy and remove the intake manifold and really clean the engine block underneath. I haven't actually cleaned that part extremely well yet. It has not seen a pressure washer or serious engine degreaser. It may someday soon, but for now I'm just cleaning the surface dust. When cleaning the valve cover, this is where this particular cleaning method excels. We cannot use a pressure washer or especially a normal garden hose to wash this off, because there's a huge cavity in the middle of the valve cover where the spark plugs and fuel injectors sit. If that area gets water infiltration, there's no way for it to drain. You'd be forced to vacuum and or blow it out, so it's definitely better to use a spray-on degreaser with the brush and just wipe everything up. The smaller brush was helpful to get into this harder to reach area, as well as the longer black brush that I have. I probably did not get that area as clean as I would have liked, but I can always return later and go further. Okay, I think I've probably been at this whole thing for 20 minutes, half an hour, and yeah, these are some pretty incredible results. I'm very happy with this. So I think I'm gonna put everything back together now. Now it's time to apply some Ultimate Black Plastic Restorer. So I just applied a little bit to the microfiber towel. It took a lot more of the trim restorer compound than I thought it would take. The plastic really soaks this stuff up. It actually took a few coats on some pieces to get it soaked in and looking even. You want to make sure that you don't leave an excess amount of this stuff everywhere, otherwise it'll just attract more dust. That's been my problem with trim restoring compounds in the past, but this particular one has been great. It doesn't attract dust as long as you apply it properly. So guys, this is the finished result and it's looking pretty incredible. This was not hard to do. It probably took me 45 minutes total. And yeah, I definitely recommend you do this. It was super easy. All I needed was some simple hand tools and got great results. Chris is definitely right. So that's it for the video, guys. I didn't clean this because when you get these things wet, they just curl up like this. So I bought a replacement one on eBay. It's coming from China. It'll be here in a month. So I'm just leaving this for another time. Anyway, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm the 50s Kid. Thanks a lot for watching.